Hey everyone, today I'm going to be sharing my tips on how to help someone through a panic attack. Everyone may be a little bit different and what is helpful to someone may vary. If you know someone who has panic attacks and you're around them a lot and you've been around them when they have one, it might be helpful to ask in advance what is usually helpful for them or what you can do to help while they're having one. And if you have any tips that I don't mention in this video, feel free to leave them down below. So my first tip is to not hug them or grip them tightly or anything like that unless they have said that it is okay, because if they're panicking and freaking out and having a hard time breathing, the last thing that they want is someone like smothering them. I've seen something going around on Tumblr before that says if someone's having a panic attack, like just hold them really tight and make them feel safe. That is not a good idea for everyone, so just make sure you have permission to do that because that may make it worse. Number 2 is to stay with the person and try to keep yourself calm. If you're freaking out or you're yelling or you're like, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? That may make it worse, so just try to keep yourself as calm as you possibly can. Tip number 3 is to move the person having a panic attack to somewhere that is more quiet and calm. So if you're in a very loud, chaotic place, especially if that is causing the panic attack, then try to get the person to go somewhere else, even if they're just stepping outside or they're going into the bathroom to calm themselves down. That could be very helpful. Tip number 4 is to talk to them in short sentences. Some people have a very hard time communicating during a panic attack, so it can be helpful to ask yes or no questions and have them nod their head yes or no. I also have a video linked down below about an app that is really helpful for when someone has panic attacks that you can download onto your phone. But yeah, some people just have a really hard time responding, so if you're asking them questions and they're not responding, try not to freak out because some people just physically cannot answer. The next thing is to help them calm their breathing. So you could have them breathe in, count to 5, have them breathe out. Often when someone is having a panic attack, they're taking really short breaths and having a hard time breathing. Some people take pills for when they have panic attacks, so if you know that they do that, you could remind them to take it or get it out of their bag for them. Also, it can be helpful to see if they need like a drink of water or whatever. Again, just ask them yes or no. You can have them nod their head. And my last tip is to say reassuring things. Remind the person that they're safe, you're going to stay with them until they can calm down. Let them know that you're here for them. Don't say things such as, oh, you have nothing to be worrying about, there's nothing to be, freaking out about, whatnot. That just makes them feel worse. Sometimes when someone has panic attacks, they have a really good reason to be freaking out, and sometimes they don't, and they may know that they get panic attacks sometimes over stuff that may not be the biggest deal. But it feels like a big deal when you're having a panic attack, and it's really, really scary. So those were my tips. I hope they were helpful. Again, if you have any of your own tips, feel free to leave them down below. And if you want to see more of my videos, then subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.